wise. It's not a good reason to hate the game. And I just fucking spill out
Yeah,
this
they
like
do.
they fucking lock you out of weapons if you don't have the stock version. It's stock versions you can only get via the requisition packs. I'm over level
It
50
ruins
and
the
still cannot use the
arcade
DMR.
shooter. The
It's like I cannot.
arcade shooter.
It's like I cannot use multiple weapons because I don't have the stock version of them.
Sucks to
Halo
suck.
is an arcade shooter. Rage.
Hey, we're now
It's
live.
not Call of Duty.
We are now live. So,
Good way to start it.
Yeah, hold on, let's argue more about Halo 5.
trying to argue more about Halo 5. I'm going to make sure that everything is perfect because I absolutely hate looking back through these streams and realizing the audio was absolutely garbage.
Well, maybe because your opinions are garbage.
I'm not the one talking about Halo right now. So,
You just did.
I just want to feel validated, damn it.
do you want to feel validated about Halo?
No, yeah, kinda. Fuck you.
Wait, hold on. Where'd my phone? Where'd my phone go?
Pizza.
Going on with this? Well, goodbye, Modern Warfare. I need you to leave you to make space for Halo 5.
Hello,
Fuck
fifth.
your 175 gigs of useless space being taken out. You are fun, but now you must go.
Yeah, multiplayer, I have no opinion. Well, I do obviously have an opinion. But I still think Halo 5 story is better than Halo 4 story.
Well, I remember more of Halo 5 story.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's better, but it's more memorable, which is already a better start.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay, so your audio is okay, but let me test mine.
oh
It's probably too low.
no, but you know how like me, you, and Drez, we went through like half of Halo 4 and then
Yeah.
dropped it because we were bored. I don't.
No,
remember, I do
You
not-
dropped it because you were bored. Me and Dredd kept going.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, I still can't remember anything
Oh.
of 4. Like, I don't remember a single thing that happened.
Huh.
And what do you mean I dropped it?
You stopped at the forest section, the jungle section.
That was the last time we played. Have you guys been playing without me?
We did continue, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
We told you like several times, and also we retold you yesterday because Drez tried to ask you a question about the ending section. And it's like, remember when that?
Halo 4 yesterday. What are you talking about?
Okay, then it must have been the day before yesterday. We did talk about Halo 4. They tried to ask you about the maker levels, like from Doom, and compared them to the ending levels of Halo 4.
What?
Yeah.
And I remember talking about the maker levels. I don't remember talking about the Halo 4 levels though.
That's how it started.
Testing. Terrible.
I'm gonna
Okay,
place
there we
this.
go.
So last night I tried to do the camera setup thing I did before for Super Robot Wars,
Yeah.
and like my camera, no matter how much I cleaned it, wasn't as good as it was the first time.
Especially the first
yeah,
time
it
the
was- you
saturation
couldn't
was
read-
like way too high. Like it would
Was the
white out
brightness
like
too
half
high?
the screen.
Okay, but I remember looking at my computer and being able to read the text. But now I couldn't, the second time I couldn't read the text. Oh.
Weird. Weird.
Weird.
Alright, so the audio seems okay, at the very least. I could probably adjust it as the stream is going. Now I just need to plug my stream into every single place I could possibly plug it in. Such is the way of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's just gonna be S3
I don't know.
until someone else decides to join it. And oh,
I suppose so.
I'm gonna tell you in advance, I probably won't be paying enough attention to give my opinion on an option. Also, it's movie night. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
is it movie night?
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Mhm.
Oh
Oh,
no.
it is. Oh yeah, it
I
is movie night.
I forgot today's Friday. Oh no.
I didn't even know-
Well, no one's joining in, so hold off. Like, just keep going until people join in.
Okay, fair enough. So, alright, I've plugged it into.
It's gotta say like this stream's probably gonna be a bit short because when weren't we like almost done with the second circle last stream?
We were done with
What?
chapter. We were done with chapter 1. This is the full game. We're probably gonna
It
move
took a
on to
long
chapter 2.
time.
The full game came out.
Yeah, this is the full game.
It took a long time for us to finish that demo.
It took a couple hours.
Well, that's mainly us going off kilter and talking about random bullshit for like 3 hours.
Rage, you watched Gurren Lagann, right?
Yes, I watched it with you guys.
Yes, right. So I don't know if you watched any of those Super Robot Wars X stuff with the Gurren Lagann stuff in it, but I streamed just all of the attacks that Gurren Lagann does in that game, and like, whew,
Oh,
Are they
ooh,
good?
are
they're
they
good. They did moves that I forgot they did, and Drez also forgot they did.
That's cool.
Amazing.
And then I posted that video of everyone in the game fighting the anti-spiral.
Base.
Something I learned is the anti-spiral isn't even the final boss.
Who's the final boss?
Who's the final boss?
He's
Who's
the second to last.
Spiral?
Okay, so the final boss, from what I can tell from that game, without spoiling it too much, is that you go back to the main character's main planet, and you have to fight some remnants of the lower factions before you started getting to like the anti-spiral and stuff. And then you have to fight the concept of the spiral nemesis.
That's kind of cool.
You fight.
You fight the concept of a villain.
Against
I
a
remember if you-
theoretical- the fuck.
You have to fight the theory.
You have to fight. You have
is
to fight
Gurren
the
Lagann
theory.
bullshit.
That
I
is.
love it.
That is. Oh, by the way, speaking of mecha, in the other Discord that I'm in, one of the people that I know, his name is Mez. We watched like a Thunderbolt, the like Gundam Thunderbolt movie, which is like a compilation of Gundam Thunderbolt.
Yeah, how'd
Yeah.
you like it?
It was
Stressful.
it was very stressful. I am pretty like every single time I'm just like, come on, for God's sakes, Thunderbolt, let them live.
Come on, man.
Please give me this. Give me this, Thunderbolt, please. I think I saw like I saw the first movie. I didn't see the second with them. I saw Psycho Zaku and I instantly just like nutted.
Yeah.
because
Let me tell you something, Rage. In the manga, that's still going, by the way, apparently. The full armored Gundam and Psycho Zaku get destroyed, and then the main character who drove the Psycho Zaku combine them to become perfect Gundam.
Stop.
But it-
Stop. Stop. Stop making me
They
so.
become one.
Stop making me vested in Gundam. Stop
No,
it.
Become invested.
What I've been
And then
told
let
though,
Unai-
I'm gonna blue ball you. This is what I've been told. Thunderbolt Gundam isn't canon.
What do you mean
Why?
Thunderbolt isn't canon?
It's
Why?
not canon to UC.
That
I don't know.
sucks.
I know.
But yeah, I watched Thunderbolt, and I truly love the concept of open comms in space.
Yeah.
If you hear my
You hear
jazz, no.
jazz?
It's like, hey, bro, you hear jazz?
Oh
Man,
god.
how'd you like that scene of the fucking Sakuzaku pilot like going through his memory?
I like it. I absolutely like the concept of like, all right, kid, I'm a level with you. If you give us your other arm, we know you lost all of your other limbs, but if you give us your last arm, we promise you will be able to pilot the coolest ass mobile suit ever made.
It's like, on God?
And just without any hesitation, it's like, give it to me.
Oh.
I mean, honest question, wouldn't you do the same? Wouldn't you feel
If
the
I could
same?
get the robot limbs to compensate, then yeah.
And also, if I remember right, the Sakuzaku and the Full Armor Gundam are like the fastest mobile suits.
Mm.
That sounds. I mean,
Watching them, yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense.
I mean,
especially they're doing that DBC shit of like flying through the air. You see the colored streams, they clash, they bounce off.
yeah, no, I was watching it, and they were like booking it.
Yeah, they were fucking going.
Like both of them immediately destroying their two main ships of their factions almost instantly. Just like, oh.
So I looked up a list here of the fastest mobile suits, and the top one is Gundam Stargazer, because Seed has to have the most OP mobile suits.
Fuck Seed, man.
And then it's GPO 3, and then GPO 1, and then 00 Gundam, and then Destiny Gundam, and then Freedom Gundam. Only two of those are UC in the top list. There's second and third place.
Oh man.
Hey, that's.
Oh, we're starting now.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Might as well.
But like, I don't know if you watched that video of everyone fighting the anti-spiral, but some of those characters were, yo, don't worry, anti-spiral coon. If you're right, it'll be our turn to worry about that. And then some of them were like, if you're right, we'll just make it so you're wrong. Like, I think the main OC characters are like, don't worry, we'll use our magic power bullshit to make it so we go to a universe where you were wrong.
There was,
We will
which one-
rewrite reality
what was
to
the-
make the
what was the character where like the anti-spiral is monologuing and then he just basically goes, shut up, and
The protagonist from Wing.
and
Wing.
Of course he wrote
which
that, yeah.
just absolutely stuns the anti-spiral of like, did you just tell me to shut up?
There's actually a lot of characters who say something profound and he doesn't get it. And he's go, what? But like Hero just goes, shut up.
I'm done hearing you talk. Let's fight.
I don't like that you're trying to ruin the future that people have promised me.
I was told of a cool future and you're denying me from it. Die.
Speaking of, I was told of a cool future. Anti-Spiral, you know Amuro, the main protagonist of the original Gundam series?
Yep.
Yeah.
When you try to attack the anti-spiral with Amuro, anti-spiral's like, don't you realize that if you keep going on, if you fight, then humans could destroy space-time? And then Amuro's like, that's wrong! People can do that? I want to see that. It doesn't even
Fucking
have to be
sick.
me. Just the fact that that could happen.
The fact that it's possible tells me everything I need to know. Anyway, we have been delaying horny demon for Gundam for too long. We must.
You're right. We should play Mechromancer.
Mechromancer?
Yeah.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, I think so. It became a thing after like the Super Best Friends made a joke about it.
All right. Okay. Let's do this. Let's pull up this game.
Borderlands. Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't care enough to look any deeper.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
No, don't do that. The copyright will get us.
No.
Okay, where did we leave off on?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
I think we left off on the Homestuck Zedrata,
Great.
and so we did Pandamonica. Oh yeah, the only two left that were Modius and Melina.
Huh.
So, what would you guys go through first?
I like a bitch.
Yeah, especially let's go through the gamer girl route.
The gamer, all right, gamer girl route.
Game a girl. Game a growl.
You pull down the trapdoor that leads to the attic and are almost immediately assailed by the sharp smell of liquor. So much alcohol has evaporated into the air of the attic, breathing it in makes your head spin. Bottles lying strewn across the otherwise immaculate surface of the room, with the exception of the wooden desk in the far corner of the room, squatting upon which is a large computer. Slouching in an old leather couch at an angle incompatible with long-term back health, Melina scowls peevishly at you from heavy-lidded eyes. I am bad at speaking today.
You're okay.
Taker, it's a bit early for a visit, isn't it? It's 12:30. Did I stutter? Ugh. Pass me the bottle, would you? The Istvan one. You grab the requested bottle of Uncle Istvan's hermit juice off of a nearby coffee table and walk over to Melina. You sit down next to the demon and hand her the bottle. Pulling the cork out with her teeth, she drains the bottle of liquor dry in 3 deep swigs before tossing it behind her into a garbage can.
Grand.
Amazing.
From the clattering of bottle against bottle, you conclude that the bin hasn't been emptied in quite some time. That, or Melina fills it with extreme prejudice. So tell me, why exactly are you up here disturbing my beauty slump? I have a package for you. That better be a euphemism for something. That better not be a euphemism for something. I'm not nearly wasted enough for that kind of interaction. Nope, FedEx. Pretty sure it's one of the games you ordered. With a sudden burst of speed, Melina snatches the package from you. She tears the top of the package off with ease and rummages around inside it with her free hand, eventually extracting a slim case. Oh hell yeah! It's that copy of Hero Commander 3 that I ordered. I've been waiting all week to play this thing. I hear that the AI is almost unbeatable at higher levels.
I remember this.
Hold up, you're telling me that there's games out there harder than Vantage Master? Oh yes, you've no idea. That reminds me, Taker. Are we still on for our game session tonight? I'm just dying to take this game out for a spin. The choices.
a save
I
state
can't.
over this?
Huh.
Wait, who spoke? Who was here?
It was Lancer that spoke.
Yeah, I spoke.
Oh,
So I've already been here.
oh yeah, I guess we are. Might as well.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Of course. Wait. Uh-oh. I can't click on the options. Did the game crash?
Oh, you fucked.
Oh wait,
Fucked
no.
up.
No, here we go. Okay, there we go. Games with a melancholic alcoholic. Sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's something to look forward to. Anyways, could you pick up some Croco before tonight? I want to try making something new. I got you your booze. What are you gonna do with it? Give me a moment and you'll see. Taking the bottle and turning back to you, Melina walks over to the corner of the attic, where she has laid out various implements of cocktail craft as delicately as a search of what is set of scalpels. She busies herself, back still to you, as she mixes and shakes liquid between two glasses. And here it is, the green iguana. The gamer
the
juice.
Green... Yeah, that's right. The green iguana.
The gamer fuel for gamers.
The bone broth. The bone broth.
It's nauseatingly green and looks slightly radioactive. A thin line of white crystals lines the glass Melina brandishing expectantly at you. Thanks. Carefully, you take a sip of the lurid drink. It's actually really good. How is it? It's delicious. The salt rim offsets the sweetness just enough to keep the fruiting tones under control. Melina swishes the drink around in her own glass, sans rim. Yeah, so I've been told. Something wrong? Why don't you put a rim on your glass? I can't. Salt gets demons pretty fucked up, and not at all in a fun way. Huh. I thought that was just hearsay. Nope, it's real alright. Damn painful too.
We'll get pink salt. It's okay.
I once saw Zadra try to snort a line of the kosher stuff and knocked her flat on her fat ass for weeks. She couldn't even talk without shooting blood from both nostrils like some stupid cartoon character. She pauses for a moment, thinking to herself. Best 2 weeks of my life, actually. She downs her drink and then holds out her empty hand. Here, I'll make some more while you move the computer into a more comfortable position. As Melina pours a different drink for the two of you at her improvised bar, you walk across the room and easily pull the table and computer over to the couch before sitting back down. Melina joins you a moment later, handing you a refill before flicking the computer on and inserting the game into the disc reader. The game boots up, backed by dramatic orchestral music we didn't have the budget to compose for this game. Based. We're starting on hard difficulty, right? Like there's any other rational option? Damn
Do you
straight.
think they played the Earth Defense Force games?
I'm sure they did.
They gotta. Play it on Inferno.
Now are we playing on campaign or maybe survival mode would be better? Look, it even has a versus mode. Hard pass on that one. Competition isn't worth the bridges burned. Trust me on that. Survival then. That way if you die early on, I get a turn. Like I'm gonna let that happen. Hope you're comfortable sitting there, Chief, cause it's gonna be a long time before you get your turn in. Hey. I like this art. This is some good art.
Hey.
True to her word, Melina plays the game like the seasoned veteran she is. She cruises through the early game like a battleship on steroids until... Goddamn quicksand! Why the developers would even consider implementing a hazard that kills your units on contact with absolutely no warning is beyond me. My turn then. Any sage advice? Yeah, get good or get off and let me try again. You do neither, and the two of you spend several hours in the attic, routinely swearing at the game in turn. As the night begins to wrap up, the two of you slump sideways more and more, until you're resting shoulder to shoulder on the couch. So how does Hero Commander 3 compare to the others we played? And the difficulty isn't at all it's cracked up to be, and the story may as well be written by a chimp with a typewriter for all the shits I give. Sounds like you've got something of a pattern going. What's that supposed to mean? You've done nothing but complain about the last 3 games you've gotten. I'm starting to think you're not actually enjoying them. These last few game nights, we've all ended the same way, too. With you getting mad at the game and spending the next couple days sulking before you set your heart out on a new game and we do the whole thing over again. So you're saying you don't want to play games with me anymore? That's fine. I'm perfectly capable of enjoying myself without your big dumb face taking up my peripheral vision. It's not that. I quite enjoy playing games with you. It's actually quite the welcome relief from the daily house life. I just like to include a little more variety in our time together, that's all. I suppose your taste isn't complete garbage. I guess I'd be willing to let you play in the next night. Melina, have you ever heard of fighting games? I'm about to teach you some Street Fighter real quick.
We about to go down. Yeah, it's about to go down.
Melina, I'm about to teach you how to do a motherfucking infinite.
Tried slow motions. Learned them.
Melina, have you ever heard of the Neo Geo? You about to. But whatever you find, you better have screens, booze, and not be public. If you can find a thing that checks all 3 boxes, I'll give it a shot. Water. Deal. Whatever you pick, it better not be fucking Dance Dance Revolution. That shit's way too kinky for me. You'll have to give this some thought, unless you want to live out the rest of your days in a stale attic playing obscure video games, that is.
Mission complete.
Mission complete. Select your character. I kind of wish this game had more save slots, but what are you gonna do? I do want to rotate my saves, but I am limited in my amount of saves. Anyway, time for Modius, and then we can finish chapter 1 with Lucifer. Time for
horny.
I pray that
I hope it's not bad.
same. I really hope so too, because like my family is still out and about, and I don't want them.
I hope for a graphic sex scene.
And they're like, and I'm not in the mood to to have my family kind of open my door, literally going like, "Are you winning, son?" and then seeing horny.
No, Dad, I don't know.
I don't know anymore, Dad. I don't. One morning, on your way to rouse Lucifer for pancakes, you run into Modius in the hallway. Good morning, Taker. Good morning, Modius. Have you seen Lucifer? I believe he's sleeping in this morning. Figures. Breakfast is ready, by the way. Ooh, good. I'll head down there right away. Actually, before you go, I wanted to ask you something. Yes? Invite Modius to the spa? Rotate the save. Yes. You dig around in your back pocket and come up with a little flyer that you had cut out of a magazine. Modius peers at it in your hand. What's this? I want a contest. A contest? Whatever for? Don't worry about it. What I want to say is that I want a spa trip and I'd like you to go with me. A spa trip? Yes, I thought it'd be nice to get out of the house and get spoiled a little, don't you think? What does that spa trip entail? Anything you want, really. You look down at the flyer and begin to read some of the amenities often therein. Like, see, they offer massages, manicures, pedicures, sauna access, acupuncture. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the demon's face reddening from every word. Soon her complexion resembles that of a ripe tomato. At this point, you stop and look to her for an answer. Well, I don't know what to say. If you don't want to go, I completely understand. Yes. No, I do want to go. It's just, it's so... Ahem. Yes, I'd love to. Even after accepting, you can see that Modis' cheeks are still beet red, as she continues to stumble over her words for several more moments before you finally decide to just cut her off. How about we leave after breakfast? Rather than reply, Modis only manages to nod furiously while hiding her face. You take this as an enthusiastic yes. A short while after breakfast, you and Modis make your way to the spa. It isn't far, so soon after you arrive in front of an extravagant building that has been stylized to look like a Japanese bathhouse. Convenient. Very convenient. Almost as if almost as if you were saving time, effort, and money by just getting some like create a dating sim like variety pack.
Sakura, whatever the fuck.
Some stock dating sim photos from whatever website. Maybe like it's.io or somewhere. Anyway, as you park the car, you notice Modi is drumming her fingers against her knees anxiously. You watch her fidget in her seat for a while before thinking it's best to say something. Is everything alright? Modius doesn't reply at first. Modius? Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm okay. It's just that this is all so much, you know? How do you mean? Well, it's just that I'm a lust demon taker. As a result, I don't experience the world like you, or Justice, or Lucy. So for me, this is all very intimate. Yes. So you see, so you see, it's not that I don't want to be here with you. It's just that I'm. Oh, please don't make me say it. No, I understand.
Horny!
Thank you. Yes, 100% horny.
I like did a thing where I like scraped my finger against my other finger, like I'm.
Yeah, the forced shame. Yeah, the forced shame motion.
Yeah.
Look, I'm really looking forward to spending time with you, Modius, but please know that you don't have to force yourself on my behalf. If you're uncomfortable, we can go home. Hey, thank you for saying that, but believe me, I want to be here just as much as you do. It's just that I need a little extra time in these sort of situations. Well, just let me know if you ever need a moment, okay? It's okay to step away for a breather sometimes. At this, Muddies turns to you, anxious and vulnerable. You begin to wonder if maybe this isn't such a good idea after all. But then the demon takes your hand in hers and nods. Yes, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this, shall we? Yes, let's.
Let's do it.
You get out of the car and look up at the exquisite building before you. After a moment, you feel Modius slip her fingers in between yours. Shocked, you look down at the demon. Modius looks away from you, her face painted with red-cheeked determination. She squeezed her hand even tighter, and you, realizing just how embarrassing this must be for her, decide to say nothing. So, hand in hand, the two of you just enter the spa. Okay, this is different, but nice. Inside, you approach the counter. Hello, I'd like to renew these contest tickets. The woman takes the tickets from you and looks them over. Ah, congratulations, sir. Now, if you'll just wait here a moment, I can have someone give you a tour of our facilities.
Oh.
That's a wholesome looking face right there.
I looked at it and I choked on my water.
Of course you did. You nod and lead Modius over to some of the seats. There, the two of you wait in silence until you are approached by another employee. She beckons you to follow her, and the tour begins. As you walk the hallways from one facility to the next, you peer cautiously over at Modius to see how she's doing. Oh no. Horny. Horny. Horny.
Ah!
Horny.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get some more water. real quick. Here we go.
She catches your eye, and a smile draws upon her lips. Playfully, she mouths, "Don't stare," and winks before returning her attention back to the tour. And that concludes the overview of our facilities. Now, seeing as your passes can only be redeemed for one of our services today, have you given any thought as to which one you'd like? Before you can open your mouth to answer, Modius has already begun to speak. "I'd like a massage." "That can be arranged. We offer both individual and couples massages. Do you have a preference?" A couple's massage would be lovely." You glance over at Modius and see only resolute determination in her heart-shaped eyes. "Horny!" Yes, a couple's massage sounds good. "Excellent. If you just make your way down to the hall to the waiting room on the left, I'll get everything prepared. The masseuse will fetch you when they're ready." Though stunned at this turn of events, you make your way down the hall as instructed. It seems as soon as you settle into a surprisingly comfortable waiting room chairs, you are whisked away by the masseuse, who leads you into a small room with 2 tables sat side by side. A couple of towels are shoved into your arms before the woman promptly leaves the room. You and Modius make eye contact briefly before the demon, wholly in her element now, disrobes entirely without any further pomp and circumstance. Modesty hasn't escaped you, however, and so you are quick to avert your gaze before getting undressed as well. Oh no, horny.
We gotta get through this fast.
Fight, speedrun. Slowly thereafter, the woman returns and you lay down for your massage. Then, with the dexterity and strength previously unknown to you, the woman sets to work on the muscles of your neck and back, undoing knots you didn't even know you had. With each satisfying, painful release, you are given a moment to breathe and recoup as the masseuse switches between you and Modius. "Has anyone told you that you run a bit warm, dear?" "Do I? Must be the climate I'm used to." "Oh, where are you from?" "Hell." "Oh." Undeterred by this revelation, or perhaps thinking it's a joke, the woman proceeds with the massage in relative silence. She's got horns and a tail. And she constantly has hearts floating around her, like some anime girl. Eventually, you feel a familiar hand slip into yours one more time, but just as you become accustomed to the feeling of your fingers knotted together between the tables, the massage ends. "Alright, all done." "Already?" That's what they all say, but yes, an hour sure does fly by, doesn't it? That was lovely. I'm glad you think so. I hope you'll come back and see us again. "Oh, I think I will." Still lost in bliss, the two of you get dressed and make your way out to the front desk to hand in your vouchers. I'm about to get banned for sure. Then, it's into the car where you sit and bask in a sensation that you can only describe as a well-needed lump of dough might feel like. All of a sudden, Modius places a hand on your forearm, drawing your attention. You look and are met with a gaze of fiery conviction. Before you can so much as think of something to say, the demon leans in and kisses you swiftly on the cheek, utterly wiping your mind of anything even remotely close to a complete sentence. "Thank you." In a daze, you start the car and drive home in silence, your cheek burning with the silhouette of Modius's lips. The afternoon has waned into the evening, coloring the sky a deep and passionate orange. You think it's the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen, but even it doesn't compare to the impression left between your fingers by the demon of lust sitting next to you. You wish you could bottle up this feeling and keep it with you forever. But then you remember you don't have to. Yeah. It wasn't as bad as we thought.
Next chapter will be worse.
Very much worse. But right now, let's go. Final one.
They warned me Satan would be attractive.
As ever industrious, Lucifer is looking slightly more haggard than normal.
I see.
Is something the matter?
No, fine.
Nothing I can't handle. Just a little upset in Hell's dimensional border. Happens all the
Huh.
time. So, Casanova, how'd it go? Is the sin orgy proceeding according to schedule? Well, I took Judgment out to a butterfly conservatory. What? Just that face of like, bitch, what?
Huh?
You were supposed to be getting it, not this wholesomeness. Well, it's a start. I don't suppose you have one more date left in you. I could use a break. Sounds good. Where would you like to go? I haven't been able to stretch my legs all day. A walk around the neighborhood would be wonderful. I guess that'll work. I honestly can't think of any more date ideas. Together, the two of you exit the house into a warm night air. Fireflies, newly molted, slowly rise from the grass as you walk by. Their beguiling lights illuminate the mostly dark street in inconsistent bursts. Did y'all used to catch fireflies when you were young?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. They were the best. It was amazing.
Yeah. I always found it really cool when there's just a firefly in my house and it just hangs out.
For me,
I didn't even have to catch this one.
yeah, for me, it really kind of just showed the beginning of real summer when you're just kind of walking around your backyard or just a random part of the neighborhood and you just see a beep, just a quick flash of light, and you go, firefly! Like like you literally, like I have to, even to this day and age, I have to like fight my urge to just immediately start chasing it.
I don't know if you have this animal urge, but you ever see like a big field and you're like, I have to run. I have to be free.
What's the?
It's my time.
I wouldn't say that. I probably did when I was young, but
I still do. I think I do it more now.
for me, okay, that reminds me of the tweet that basically said, "Y'all, have y'all ever just like frolicked in a field? Bro, y'all need to be frolicking right now."
Shit's enlightening.
But no, for me, if I see a giant field, I am like going to find the middle of it and just lay down flat on my back and just stare up at the sky.
Man,
Just
I used to
absolutely.
know a kid that was a complete bastard, and yeah, every time that he would see fireflies, he would fucking swat at them, and every time he hit one, he would make a dink sound like he was breaking targets in Smash Bros.
What the fuck?
He was a complete bastard.
Wait, who was this?
Some kid I used to go to school with.
Oh, terrible, terrible,
He's in
terrible
jail
creature.
now.
He's in jail now.
Ironically, he is.
Oh wow! Okay. Awesome.
I'm glad I can profile people.
Who said profiling never benefited? Beautiful little creatures, aren't they?
What was that game?
Cool.
Yeah.
Quite. Although you ought to know better than to judge a book by its cover. Even as larvae, they're highly predatory and feast fairly indiscriminately on their fellow bugs. You know,
I've never seen that. But I guess I'll take your word on it.
you know quite a lot about insects for someone who spends most of their day running hell. Lucifer shrugs, sniffing haughtily. A girl can take a passing interest in creatures far beneath her. After all, I took an interest in you, didn't I? Ha ha!
I solved puzzles to get your ass. Fuck you.
I solved
Line.
I solved puzzles. I'm gonna tap it, whether you like it or not.
It's like I cut in line and offered you pancakes.
Like, girl, all you needed was me saying I got pancakes at home, and you instantly just left. That one stung a bit. I assume your day's been busy then. It always is. Running hell is a lot harder than raising it. There's a difference. Quite. Paperwork needs to be filed, damnations allocated, and the skeletons go on strike if they don't get their milk rations. I don't know why, but I kind of like the recent turn of events that has made it so that all media, whenever they portray something like a hell or purgatory, it's usually bureaucratic.
Very corporate.
Very corporate, very bureaucratic, very like you need to file stuff, you need to put down things. Also, hi Blind Archer. Someone in the chat is speaking to us.
Oh,
Greetings.
grazie.
Grazie.
Oh, man. Fuck.
You good?
I'm just Super Robot Wars. Like, nothing important's happening. They're just having a conversation, but like it's good.
Good.
They're talking about how the main protagonist, like, I guess she fucks. And also, she fucks, like, in a way where it's kind of emotionless. And every time she goes on a date, she eats too much. To the point where she'll have the anime, like, belt buckle break kind of thing. And it scares away suitors. And then she's 27. It's like, that's older than an anime protagonist usually is.
It's true.
Nothing
we
wrong with a healthy appetite.
during the Thunderbolt.
During the Thunderbolt?
During the during us watching Thunderbolt, what was I gonna say? Yeah, during us watching Thunderbolt, we kind of just like casually talked about how like, oh yeah, you ever just think about the fact that like Amuro was 14 when he became like a war criminal?
Yeah. Think about that all the time. How war criminals are a thing.
I remember helping.
And then our current protagonist in Victory is 13. Is one of the youngest out of all the protagonists so far.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Blind Archer. I'm not. Sorry, Blind Archer. No posting links or whatever. I get what you were trying to do. Send me something about it. It's not like the bot doesn't like you. It's just like people like bots be spamming streamers with links to nefarious stuff. You gotta be protective of that.
I didn't see that third message, but the fact that the other two messages got deleted is kind of weird. 'Cause I didn't see the link.
I don't know. I don't know if I can or not. I could try that after the stream.
Eh.
But okay. Oh, so yeah, like Blind Archer was talking about how like painting hell as a bureaucracy has been that way for like a while.
Yeah.
What is this game? This, my friend, is a Helltaker fan game where you get to dating sim all of the characters from Helltaker. Basically, you ever wanna like, S-link with Justice or Judgment or Melina or Zedrata or Azazel or any of the characters? Here's your chance.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful not to light the butterflies on fire.
No.
Yes.
Look at you, Zedrata. You bitch, you stole a cactus.
What are you gonna do with that cactus?
Or throw it in the trash.
No.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, then go get their milk rations. So why do you do it? They help carry paperwork. Plus, if someone comes into hell unannounced, they have a useful knack for arranging themselves in irritating little puzzles that Not that your whole, not that your whole Queen of Hell job seems like kind of a thankless task for the amount of time you spend doing it. Um, Google Helltaker the Second Circle. If you can't find it on Google, look it up on itch.io
Mm.
because that's where I got this. It's you can download it on itch.io.
Our all female protagonist cast of OCs are now going to a maid cafe.
Based.
Based.
The Ivory. Yeah, Blind Archer found it. The Ivory Horned Demon breaks stride, pondering your question as he stares up at the stars. Lord of the Throne of Hell is a position that no demon wants, yet conversely all covet. To take the weight of it upon one's shoulders is no small task, and matched in unpleasantness only by the problems that arise when one is focused to relinquish it. One is forced to relinquish it. Forced? How so? The throne is never given, only taken. Since time immemorial, the person seated on the throne has balanced atop of the endless writhing hordes of demonkind, each determined to usurp the power from themselves. Those at the top have no farther to climb, and thus must look down constantly in fear of being thrown from their lofty positions. Ever heard of democratic elections? Lucifer chuckles softly, the dark notes of joy spilling out of her mouth and into the cool night air. Believe it or not, things are better now than they were when before I took power. I implemented bureaucracy, a proper 5-day work week, and break rooms for the demons and tortured souls to use in between damnations. And the beefcake skeleton guards? Merely an aesthetic choice. Understandable. The two of you continue on your stroll in amicable silence before another thought breaks through the quiet.
Okay, either Helltaker is really fucking huge or Lucy is just short. I don't know which one.
It can be
Seems
both.
pretty-
It can be both. It is like it's. I mean, it is shown in the original game that like, dude's built. Dude's a beefy dude.
No, like I'm talking like this guy's like 6'6" type shit.
He probably is. He's probably 6'7". He's probably like 6'7" or something. Like the man is like 6'7", built like a wall. You kind of have to be if you're willing to dive into hell to make your own demon harem. Has someone else been taking Cerberus out on walks? Not to my knowledge, and I pride myself on knowing just about everything going on in our house. I took her to the park earlier, and she went absolutely ballistic on someone who was trying to rob me. Cerberus does have a nose for sin, and that girl can sniff out a guilty conscience half a mile away. That's certainly true. I've seen her go after the weirdos that hang out around Ero's underwear emporium. Hey, Ero's what now? Actually, forget I asked. I'll just assume that Modius was involved somehow. As I was saying, I've seen her go after shady types before, but something about this time was different. She seemed to recognize whomever it was she attacked. Lucifer freezes in place, her red eyes suddenly glowing a luminous crimson in the dimly lit street. Very slowly, she turns her head away from you. With an obvious effort, lowers her shoulders into a more relaxed pose. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. You, on the other hand, can't say the same. And here we are again. You're such a gentleman, walking me home and everything. Thank you for the date. It was certainly informative. Ditto. Wait, that's it? Ah, that
I guess
I guess
that
it,
is it.
Game ended.
Game over. Yeah. Left my door open.
You,
And I wish I had a capture card.
yeah, man. Here I was thinking that like they came out with a chapter 2 or something. I
And you
guess.
just redid it. You just redid everything except slightly remastered.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I can't say there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, for goodness sake, this is like a fan game made by like a team of 3 people.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 people. So
So like this is so nothing wrong with that. I like I thought there was going to be more content than just visual updates. But hey,
there'll probably be updates later on that add like chapter 2 and shit.
probably. Wait. There is
What?
one we didn't unlock.
Dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Who could it have been?
I can't tell because my image is
Wait.
blurry.
Is there a secret one?
I don't think there's a secret one.
Is there one with Beelzebub?
Impossible.
There's 4. There's 6 here.
There's 6 here, but we're missing a 7th. Alright, I guess I'm going to go back through some of my saves and seeing if I can find something.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, I'm gonna start a new game. Yeah. Yeah. Skip through this dialogue. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. There was a choice somewhere of like will you take out the garbage?
Yeah, that's at the very beginning.
It's at the absolute very beginning, and I don't know how to get back to it.
Hey, did you do the one that smokes?
Yeah, I did this, Drata.
Remember she burnt down the butterfly
Judgment.
sanctuary.
Big to this.
What if it's a arrow that's not there? That makes sense.
I don't know where it could be. Oh, interesting.
What?
Like I don't know. Like I'm just kind of going through as much of this stuff as possible, seeing if I can find the secret. I guess I'm missing something, but I can't quite say what. What could it possibly be?
So it'd be movie night. What are we doing?
Oh.
I
What?
We're trying to find Beelzebub.
We're trying to find Beelzebub, I guess.
Why is the Dover Boys on here? Isn't that like 10 minutes?
Yeah, but it's funny.
Emperor's New Groove. Oh no, Wild Wild West. We're gonna watch Wild Wild West next.
I don't know if we were gonna watch Wild Wild West next. I don't remember this conversation, but
You gotta wait for Dress to get in. Huh.
Joe's has spoken.
what?
Yeah, probably. Wild Wild West.
Okay, I completely lost that option. Interesting.
I guess it's over then?
You have to save wipe.
I have to you think I have to completely save wipe?
Yeah, you gotta freaking Undertale.
How do I save wipe?
Fuck.
Probably in options. There is no options.
There is no options. There is no fridge. I lied.
Hey, why if you click the second circle on the screen?
Alright,
Nothing. Damn.
nothing. Let me just load in a save. Go to log. Nope, not log. Configuration. Nope. Under that. Menu.
Huh.
Huh.
I guess that's it.
The only thing I could think of would be like I would have to like the only way I could think of would be like going into the file itself and like trying to wipe it from there.
Honestly, I wouldn't touch any of those files just yet.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair idea. Oh well. Oh well, maybe it's another choice I just didn't do.
Let me see if I can find anything on it.
Please. Yep. Tell me if you find anything. Meanwhile, I will look it up as well. We must solve the mystery.
Hey, did you clean out the refrigerator?
Hmm?
Fridge.
Isn't that the throw away the trash thing still?
How How do I? Where do I get? How do I get there?
I at the very beginning, but I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know how to get back to the very beginning. Well, this is odd and kind of suckish. Maybe I could try closing and opening the game. Yeah, this is kind of one of the terrible parts about playing a fan game. There's nothing here for you. At the very funny enough, I looked up Helltaker the Second Circle, and my video is like one of the first things that pops up. Go figure.
The only one here keeping this game alive.
Okay, yeah. Archangel Uriel, Powerful Facts. Key, find this. Yeah, skip to that. What if, okay, here it is. Now, let's click.
Can't find many things on the second circle, so.
Oh, well, I clicked no and nothing happened.
I think you're supposed to click yes.
Okay, well. Hold on, let's go back to the title. Let's do this one more time.
Oh boy.
Back to the title screen, baby.
Right.
Up. Yeah. Scroll. Okay. Will you clean out the refrigerator now? Let me save this. I clicked yes and the game. Okay, fine, I'll handle it. Oh, okay, hold on, shut up. After she does so, you grab the fly infested picnic basket and wait. Hold on. A swirling portal opens before you, casting your
got it.
refrigerator in a purple hue and sending shadows dancing up the walls of the kitchen. Let's go! We found more content, baby!
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
On the counter, a carton of eggs explode, splattering the countertop with yolk. Bracing yourself, you step through the portal, a picnic basket in hand. A familiar wave of nausea hits you like a truck as you are plunged into velvety darkness. Squinting your eyes, you begin to make out shapes, furniture forged from darkness, and elaborate high windows made from the same are barely discernible from their surroundings. A familiar figure approaches you, clad in a deep red suit. Let's go! We've discovered more horny! I can't believe we did it, boys.
Yeah. We found bills.
We found more horny. Ah, Taker, I was wondering when you'd next visit me. That makes two of us. Did you know how hard it is to get an entire room to yourself in a house filled with 9 demons? Secrecy is almost impossible to maintain.
Huh? Rage?
There?
Rage, are you okay?
Hold on. Bedroom door open. Give me 1 second.
This would.
Snake, you've been found out.
Epic.
Oh, sweet. GFJ's playing EDF5. And we need to finish EDF5.
I don't have EDF5.
I thought you did.
No.
What the fuck was I playing with then?
I don't know.
Oh, we still need to be a 4.1 as well.
Yeah.
That one I know you have.
Yeah.
Fencer Gang, rise up.
Alright. I'm back. Had to move my whole setup. Anyway, continuing on.
Continue.
You mean to tell me the rest of the demons have no clue you're sneaking off to the void to visit little old me? Not that I'm aware of. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. If I do say so myself. So what did your So what did you bring your favorite fly today? I made moon pies.
Oh,
Exquisite. Well then, to the banquet hall.
tell us to eat!
The Queen Crimson leads you through the network of twisting halls and corridors that comprise much of the interior of her castle. A glowing red and white form, the only source of illumination in the Stygian darkness. The castle does not seem to have been designed with conventional physics in mind. Stairs twist sideways, doors open onto blank walls, and tiebacks hiss at you when you attempt to catch a glimpse of the inky blackness beyond the windows. Eventually, you arrive at a massive pair of engraved doors. At least, that's what you think they are. Given the uniform texture of your surroundings, standing to the immediate left of the doors is an aged skeleton practically falling apart at the sockets. Evening, Walter. Master Taker, so good to see you again. It does my dusty heart well to see the lady with a gentleman companion after all this time. Walter, servants should be seen and not heard. Of course, my lady, so sorry. His old bones creaking, Walter heaves the doors to the dining hall open. Beelzebub strides past him with nary a glance. He followed closely behind her, pausing only to tip the aging skeleton a small carton of milk you stowed away in the picnic basket. Accepting it in silent gratitude, Walter closes the door behind you, somehow giving you a wink before disappearing out of sight behind the massive monolith to Beelzebub's industrious nature. Turning around, you examine the dining hall. Much like the rest of the castle, it's huge and inky black, with details distinguishing one object from the next only observable after prolonged scrutiny. A small flame, bright orange against the cloying darkness, illuminates Beelzebub sitting at a small table nearby. Yes, there it is! The last image! I have collected it all! Wait, I heard that. I recognize that familial giggle. Hey, Dress. Welcome back.
I've been here like 3 minutes, maybe.
Oh, I had to.
When they greeted him.
I had to. Sorry, I had to leave for a second to basically rearrange my setup. Point of the matter is, you're watching me pretty much wrap up Helltaker since I've gone through all of the other other scenarios, situations, scenes, blah blah blah.
Wrap up Hell's Kitchen?
You don't think there's gonna be like second chapters to the routes?
They probably will be sometime soon, but not right now.
Oh, like they're gonna update it, okay.
Yeah, they're probably gonna update it, sort of like Hive Swap and such.
Of course.
Oh, Taker, won't you come join us for a meal? You walk over to the table and examine it. It is made from the same hard black material as everything else in the void. The silverware are purely decorative. You're pretty sure the napkins qualify as blunt weapons. Well, don't just stand there. Have a seat. Thank you. You produce the moon pies from the picnic basket and divide them equally between the two of you. Your hands have barely left her plate before Beelzebub begins scarfing down her portions with reckless abandonment. Incredible, so tasty. What did you say were in these? Sugar, eggs, flour, and a little sugar on top.
Essence.
Well, they're perfect. You do know how to treat an old fly well, don't you? I'd imagine anything tastes nice after 1,000 years of primordial suffering. So it does. So tell me, Taker, what's been going on in your life that's caused you to seek out my esteemed company? Well, you relate the long and the short of everything that's happened over the past week to the exiled demon, who will listen to your tale with rapt attention. As your story concludes, a slight smirk creeps its way over Beelzebub's lips. Sounds like old Lucy got plenty of troubles on her plate. Trying to take solo control of Hell was a bad idea. I told her as much before she and High Prosecutor Justice cast me out. Oh well, still learn in time that some voices aren't as easily silenced as mine. What about you, Taker? When the chips are down, would you stand with that imposter queen? I typically don't pay attention to the politics of hell. I couldn't even get through Game of Thrones. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have cable down here. There's only so much amusement to be extracted by putting little outfits on Walter and making him act out soap operas. I could talk to Lucifer. Maybe he'd let you join us for movie night if you agreed not to cause any trouble. I'm not asking
Tonight
that.
we'll be watching Wild West.
You're gonna be watching Wild West.
I'm not asking that usurper for anything. When I covet something, I take it by my own hand. How did you get stuck in here to begin with, BL? Lucifer loves to up the ante once he feels slighted, but he normally resorts to physical violence to get equal with someone. Well, Lucy loves to pick on the little guys, the demons and the mortals that don't have the strength of will to resist her compulsion or power. She's all bark and no bite. She doesn't have the metaphysical oomph to take on an elder demon like me in a fair fight. That's why she relies on a high prosecutor to enforce her will. You still didn't answer my question, Beal. No, and I don't intend to. But I'd watch my tone if I were you, Taker. Without my portals, you can kiss any hope of you have of returning to your home dimension goodbye. An awkward silence smothers the conversation for a moment. Beelzebub's implied threat hanging in the air like a cloud of blood-bloated insects. I apologize for that, Taker. You are here as my guest, and threatening you is not becoming of me as your most gracious host. I accept your apology. Don't worry, I hear a lot worse most days from Pandamonica alone. Ah, yes, I remember that girl. She was still a rebellious young demon when I was ousted, but from what I've heard, however, she's settled down nicely. Pandamonica settled down? I'm getting pretty full. Do you want the rest of my cakes? Yes, please. The two of you spend another hour or two sharing stories and making small talk before you decide to leave. Beelzebub obligingly wills a banishment portal to the human realm into existence. Well, I guess this is goodbye then. Yes, do come again. It's always nice to have someone to talk to, and doubly so when they bring me treats. I'm pretty sure Walter is someone. He's a servant and a skeleton. Still, maybe give him a chance.
For people too, bitch.
Yeah. Still, maybe give him a chance. I think he'd be eager to interact with his lady beyond simple commands. I'll give it some thought. Safe travels. You step through the portal into the mortal realm. After a brief moment of dizziness, you find yourself back in the kitchen. Taker, where the devil are you? After thoroughly considering your options, you decide not to inform Lucifer of the events that just transpired. Some things are better left unsaid. Yeah! Go ahead. Do 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 do.
Complete.
Game complete. All art has been found. Ironically enough, the horniest of them all was Justice.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Look at that image.
like, it's Justice with a close second being Modius. Everyone else has been pretty tame. Melina is cool though. Melina's is cool though.
I'm surprised the actively horny one wasn't the horniest route.
Yeah, it's weird to think about.
That's called subverting expectations.
That's called
And
some.
I love how Lucifer he's just calling you out. It's like, what do you mean you haven't been fucking?
Why aren't you fucking?
What's it with this wholesome bullshit?
What was even the point of this?
Anyway, so I guess that's all of Helltaker the Second Circle. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Well, Well, there was another person that joined the stream earlier. Their name was Blind Archer. I guess they left.
Maybe.
Well, I'm blind there
Wait,
again,
there's someone here. There's someone here by the name of Droop Dog.
It's Droop Dog!
Droop
Good
Dog.
name.
Good name. Let me switch over to this. Well, I guess now all I gotta do is edit the VODs.
Put a small Poochie in the CG gallery.
Put a
Oh.
put a tiny Poochie in the CG gallery and probably for this just just to be on the safer side, put a mini Poochie for Modius's one as well. Better safe than sorry, I always say. What? Anyway, are we doing movie night?
Yeah,
Oh,
just kind of waiting on dinner. I
Okay.
control the Wild Wild West, so you will bow to my whims.
I am playing the Super Robot Wars.
fair and fair. Anyway, I guess that's the end of the stream for now. I like say bye, everyone.
Bye, Toad.
Bye.
Thanks for coming. Have a
Goodbye.
wonderful
We're gonna
time.
watch a bad movie now. Yay.
It's not a bad movie, shut up.
I don't actually know.
He doesn't even know.
Well, Omega Lull, I don't even know.
He's making false claims.
Hold on, how do you do the... Oh fuck, I'm not logged in. I was gonna put Omega Lull in the chat.